So, welcome back, Mr. Jeffers Algebra 2. We're doing some matrices. Now, you need to follow the white rabbit, and there is no spoon. If you know those quotes, you know what I'm talking about. All right. So, this is actually, I believe this should be used in elementary school. I think this is actually how you should teach people how to do multiplication tables. Okay? It would make a whole lot of sense. And some people are like, you are crazy, which we know I am, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so scalar multiplication, you multiply every number on the inside by the number on the outside. Okay, now, obviously, the number on the outside is this number, which is being multiplied here, 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 and here. Okay, so it's like distributive property on steroids. Everybody gets a 2. See, 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 3, oh, that was supposed to be a 6. Now it's a 6. Okay. 2 times 4, 8. That's probably why somebody got messed up. And then somebody actually asked, did you have a typo on one of those? I'm like, if it's a handout for me, probably. Okay. So it just kind of works out that way. All right. The scalar multiplication is, I think, one of the easiest things. And I love it because it, how many of y'all have ever done like models, like model airplanes, model cars, Lego stuff? Like, yeah, you want the Lego, Hogwarts set and all that with the Chamber of Secrets. Okay, that is on a scale. Okay, it's usually smaller. Now, before y'all had GPS on everything, we would actually have to use this thing called a map, which is like a GPS in print. And they had to use a scale factor because you can't even carry around a live representation of Madison County in your vehicle. Yes. I, anyways, I would love to see where they drop teenagers of this generation, or actually some 20-year-old. They actually do that in the Army. They drop you off in places and stuff. It's pretty funny. Okay, so now this is what it means. All right, so we're going to have these little big bracket things. All right, and then we're going to say 6 times negative 3, negative 18. 6 times 2, 12. 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 7, 42. 6 times 8, 48. 6 times negative 5, negative 30. 6 times 4, 24. 6 times 6, 36. 6 times negative 9, negative 54. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, it's now. Do you see why I think you can actually teach multiplication tables with this? Yeah, it really is. So, what did you say? As a timetables master, you can confirm. So now, yes, we will do a little bit more than just this, but we had to tiptoe into it. I had to be out yesterday. It's not a big deal. It's really easy to shift what we're doing and stuff. Now, here's also something kind of neat. When I used to teach analytical mathematics, we just finished our matrices unit, and I had a student say, "Hey, you know how we just took our test on matrices this week?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I had 4 matrix problems on the ACT." Okay, some people are like, wow, 4, that's not real big. Well, you have to think the first 10 are Algebra 1 problems. The next 20 to 25 are geometry. And after that, it's Algebra 2 problems. Okay, so, and then I had somebody says, wow, this is why I've always missed these problems in star math before. So, all right, let's look at this one. All right, negative 9 times 7, negative 63. Huh? I don't know if that was a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or not. Oh, toodles! Okay. Now, this is negative 36, 27, negative 81, 45, and negative 54 again. All right, so the big thing about this is the bigger these matrices get, okay, the more that's going on. Now, luckily, this one is kind of small. This is a 2-row by 3-column, okay? Believe it or not, a long time ago when Mr. Jeffries was like super good at math, because everybody thinks I'm a mathematician. I said, no, I'm a math teacher. There's a difference. I said, we would actually have stuff that would have like, I don't know, 10 to 12 rows and 4 to 5 columns. That was, about 50 different terms in there that we had to do. Not super fun. Okay. But there is a way to do this. Now, moving on. So I think it'd be funny if somebody has a younger sibling that's doing multiplication tables and you were to actually show them how to do this in a matrix and then them take their work to their teacher and watch their teacher's head explode the next day. Like, I think that would be worth the views on the Tic Tac. Okay. All right. It's 36, 51, negative 48, and 27. Super hard, right? Now, for those that aren't paying attention that didn't do this yesterday, you're going to be really lost, and we will laugh accordingly to your face as needed because, this stuff is pretty straightforward. Just wait till we start adding subtracting. It's just as easy. It really is. I mean, let's just say I had my son when he was in like first and second grade, uh, doing this kind of stuff, like adding, subtracting, multiplying, stuff like that. Yeah, I always loved it when I told my Algebra 2 kids that my elementary kid was doing this. They would cry. 77, negative 35, and 49. All right. Now, I think there's 2 more at the bottom of the front. We're not going to do that. Let's look at this, okay? I want to kind of get you started on that's okay, these are the 2 we're skipping. All right. So, usually you can see stuff like this where it's got multiple different matrices and then you get something like 3a or negative 5d. Really, all that means is you're going to take this number and multiply it by everything that's in the A matrix. Okay. So you would get 3, 0, negative 3, negative 6. That's all you do. Somebody thought I was doing like Battleship, like 5A, Z7. You sunk my freighter. Okay. Stuff like that. But it's, you know, so for D, this is negative 5, and D is, woo, that's a big one. 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, negative 1, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So, again, just running this multiplication through. All right. And it doesn't matter which order you do it in. You could do them down the columns and stuff. It's, as long as you get the right numbers in the right spot. That's the main thing. Negative 15, 0. Oh. 5 times 2 is not 2. Okay. So, now, I've kind of demoed these. I want y'all, if you haven't done them already, which should be most of you, to do the rest. There's only, 6 more? Remember, there's calculators in the back. I do want you to use a calculator. Okay. It was kind of funny. I think somebody in second block told the substitute, because they asked, they're like, can y'all use calculators? They're like, Mr. Jeffries makes fun of us if we don't, which is true. I do. I want y'all to use a calculator. Like, I showed somebody how to do something with the calculator in first block. They're like, I feel like I'm cheating. I said, no, you're working smarter, not harder. That's the whole point. Okay. All right. Thank you for all my subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, all that kind of good stuff. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.